Good morning, students. In yesterday's class, we have discussed about Booth multiplication algorithm, the algorithm that is used for multiplying the numbers that are represented in 2's complement form. Okay, we have seen the hardware implementation, right? The procedure and the flow diagram also we have seen in the last class. And in this class, I'll give you some examples, okay, that will help you to understand the flow of the process. To recollect the steps, we subtract the multiplicand when the number is 1, when the bit is 1, and we add when the bit is 0, and when the partial product will not change, means we will not add or subtract when the bits are identical. Okay, when it is changing from 0 to 0, the bits are identical, or when it is changing from 1 to 1, the bits are identical. This case we will not add or subtract. Okay, this is, and then after every operation, if it is subtract, after subtraction we will shift right, okay, one position to right. And even after addition, it is done, it is shifted right. If the bits are identical, we don't perform addition or subtraction. In that case also we shift it right. The only operation performed will be shifting right. So let's see the flow chart here. The multiplicand is in B, and the multiplicand is in B and multiplier in Q. Okay, the two registers we have taken for storing the multiplicand and multiplier are B and Q. AC is the result. Okay, this is initialization. AC is initialized to 0, Q minus 1. Okay, as we discussed, we check 2 bits here, not like the other algorithm that is used for signed magnitude representation. Okay, and in this Booth multiplication algorithm, we check the last 2 bits. So we take it as Q naught and Q minus 1, the last 2 bits. Okay, so Q minus 1 is initialized to 0 first. SC is the counter, sequence counter that get decremented every time. Initialized to N. N is the number of bits in the multiplier. Okay, because the process need to be repeated N times. Okay, so we store the value of N, the number of bits in the multiplier to SC, and we keep decrementing this, okay, to until SC becomes 0. So what we do, the process we repeat is we check Q naught and Q minus 1, the the two least significant bits of the multiplier. And the 4 possibilities here are, it may be 0 and 1, means it is changing from 1 to 0. The last bit is 1 and the current bit is 0. Okay, and the other possibility is 1, 0, means the last bit is 0 and the current bit is 1. And the other 2 possibilities are 1, 1 and 0, 0. Last bit is 1 and the current bit is 1. Last bit is 0 and the current bit is also 0. Okay, so we have 4 possibilities as we are checking 2 bits. So the first case, if it is 0, 1, what we do? Upon encountering 0, we add. Okay, that is what the procedure says. So we add B. The B is the multiplicand. We add the multiplicand to the partial product. Okay, the product is AC. Okay, so we store it in AC, the partial resultant register. And when it is changing from 0 to 1, upon encountering 1, we subtract. Okay, so it is AC plus B's complement. Okay, 2's complement of B. And when the other 2 cases are 1, 1 and 0, 0, means the bits are identical. Okay, there is no change in the bits. So these 2 cases, we will not add or subtract, we will directly shift. So after performing these operations, the next operation is, okay, so the next operation is shift right. We shift right AC and Q. And we keep decrementing SC, okay, until it reaches 0, until the value of SC becomes 0. So then we check, okay, if it is 0, we stop this process. If it is not 0, we repeat. Okay, so hope this is clear. Correct? We check these 2 bits, 0 and 1, and based on this, we perform addition or subtraction or Okay, only shifting right. So directly we'll come to this example. Okay, 1 0 1 1 1 in 2's complement representation. What is this number? It is represented as 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, this position, and here is 2 power 4. But as this is the signed 2's complement representation, we take this position is negative, correct? Okay, you can find the 2's complement equivalent of any decimal number by writing the representations in order. Okay, how I told you initially. Okay, for signed magnitude, how the numbers are represented if it is 3 bits, and 4 bits, how the numbers are represented in signed magnitude representation. And if it is 2's complement, what is the 2's complement equivalent of that? Okay, by writing that, you can directly take from the table. Otherwise, this way we need to calculate, okay, what this number represents in decimal. So here B is the multiplicand, right? We stored multiplicand in B. And Q is the multiplier. So here, to check what this number is, 2 power 4 is 16, correct? Minus 16 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So this is minus 9. Okay, so this B is minus 9. In 2's complement representation, minus 9 is represented as 1 0 1 1 1. And 1 0 Q. Okay, let us take this multiplier which is stored in Q, 1 0 0 1 1. Okay, what is the decimal equivalent? 1 0 0 1 1. This is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, and 2 power 4. This is negative. Okay, minus 2 power 4 is minus 16 plus 2 plus 1. This is minus 13. Okay, this is 1 0 0 1 1 is the 2's complement representation of 13. Okay, and as these numbers are negative, you can see the sign bit is 1. Okay, that says that the numbers are negative. Okay, minus 9 and minus 13. And so here, what is the procedure? We initialize. Okay, initialize AC as 0, and Q minus 1 will also become 0, and the multiplier, okay, is stored in Q, correct? And we start by checking the least significant bit of the multiplier, that is 1. Okay, initially Q minus 1 is 0, this is Q naught. Q naught is 1. Okay, we have taken this Q naught and Q1 here. This is Q naught and this is Q1. So it is, the bits are changing from 0 to 1. So upon encountering 1, what we do? We subtract. So for subtracting, this is 1 0 1 1 1 is B, and to subtract we need to add the 2's complement of B to A, correct? So we take the 2's complement of B, it is 0 1 0 0 1, and that is added to A, we get this result 0 1 0 0 1, and we shift right. Okay, so when we shift right here, yeah, this here the condition is the sign bit. This is sign bit, so that remains the same. Okay, we will not change it. Actually, Q minus 1 is kept here. Q minus 1 is shifted, but when we move this to this, okay, so here we just keep the sign bit as it is. Okay, sign bit will not change. That is a condition we follow here. So sign bit is 0, and then the other bits are moved one position right. So you get 0 1 0 0 here, and this 1 moves to the next register. So that 1 will come here, and the other bits of Q will be written, shifting one position right, 1 0 0 1, and the 1 of this, okay, the least significant bit will come here to Q minus 1. So now the value of Q minus 1 is 1, and Q naught is 1. We finished Yes, one step, right? So we decrement SC by 1. Here this is 5 as there are 5 bits in Q, and here we decremented it by 1, so it becomes 4. And the second step is now again compare Q0 and Q1. Q0 is 1 now, Q1 is 1. Bits are identical. Okay, 1, 1, it is identical. So we don't add, we will not subtract, we just shift right. Okay, again shifting right, you will have the 0 sign bit as it is and shift the other bits for one position. Okay, so you get 0, 0, 1, 0. And this 0 moves to the next position, next register, and shift the other bits in that register one position. So you get 1, 0, 0, and this 1 moves to this register, that is Q minus 1, you will have 1 there. Okay, this is our partial result P2. Decrement this by 1, you get 3. Okay, now what is the third step? Okay, this is the first step and second. Third step is again check Q0 and Q1. Q0 is 0, Q1 is 1. So when you check 0, 1, okay, it is upon encountering 0, you add. Okay, so you add B. Directly we will not take the 2's complement now. Okay, we have to just add B to A. So it is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. When you add, you get this 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. And the next operation is shift right. Okay, keep the sign bit as it is and move the other bits of the register one position right. Okay, so it is 1, 1, 0, 0, and this will replace, okay, take the most significant bit position in the next register, and this will move to yes, the 0 bit of Q minus 1 will come here, correct? 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 will stay in this, and the last bit will go to next one. Okay, so we found our third partial result. Okay, and we decrement it, so this becomes 2 SC. Then the fourth step is now check again Q0 and Q1, Q minus 1. It is 0 and 0. Okay, so the bits are identical now. We don't perform addition or subtraction, we just shift right. Keep the sign bit as it is, and these 4 bits are moved one position to right, and 0 takes this place. Okay, and the other 4 bits of this register shifting one position, and the 0 comes here. Okay, so this is our P4, partial product 4. Decrement this by 1, you get 1 here. Now the fifth step is again check Q0 and Q1. Q0 is 1 and Q1 is 0. So it is 1, 0. Okay, upon encountering 1, we subtract. Okay, so now to subtract the multiplicand, we need to take the 2's complement and add. So this is the 2's complement. When you add, you get this number. Okay, and the next operation is shift right. So the sign bit is 0 and the other bits are shifted. 1 comes here and the other one of Q minus 1. Okay, so our final result is here decrementing 0. When SE is 0, we stop it. Okay, we will not repeat. This is our partial product 5, means the result. So the result is in now AC and Q. Okay, so ACQ is the result. Q initially was the multiplier, was the register that was storing the multiplier. But as we shifted right, okay, the multiplier bits are replaced with the least significant bit of the result. Okay, so the result is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, the most significant bits, and the least significant bits are 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. What would be the sign of this number? We have 10 bits, we see the most significant bit, it's 0. Okay, that means it is positive. Okay, now what is this number? Let's check it. So here, this must be minus, negative position. And 2 power 0, 2 power 2, 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6. What is 2 power 6? 64 plus 32 plus 2 power 4 is 16 plus 2 power 2 is 4 plus 1, which is 117. Correct? This is plus 117. Okay, when you multiply these minus 13 and minus 9, you get 117. Okay, when it is negative, to find the number, okay, you have to convert it. Again, you can complement the result. Find the 2's complement, so you get the positive equivalent of that. Okay, that way you can easily find the result. So let's try one more. Let's take two numbers, 7 and minus 5, one negative number and one positive. So the result will be negative here. Okay, 7 5s are minus 35. So what is here? 7 is taken in, the multiplicand is taken in B. So B is, it is positive, right? So we write 0 1 1 1. And Q is, what is minus 5? What is the 2's complement representation of 5? 5 is 1 0. Let's take 4 bits. Okay, 0 1 0 1. And you invert the bits, 1 0 1 0, add 1 to this, 1 0 1 1. Okay, so Q is minus 5. Okay, as it is negative, we have the 2's complement representation, 1 0 1 1. This is Q. Okay, our multiplier. This is our multiplicand and this is multiplier. So let's make that table. Let's take the registers Q0 and this is Q1, and A register, the resultant register, and Q multiplier. Okay, and for shifting and finding Q minus 1, I'll take Q minus 1 again here, and SC. Okay, what is Q? It is 1 0 1 1 minus 5. Okay, and A is initialized to 0. Q minus, sorry, this is Q minus 1. Q minus 1 is initialized to 0 initially. SC is initialized to, what would be the value of SC here? SC stores the value of the number of bits in the multiplier. So it is 4, 1 1 0. No, it's not 1 1 0. One zero zero. Yes. Okay. SC is initialized to the number of bits in the multiplier. We have 4 bits in the multiplier, so we initialize it to 4. That is 1 0 0. And what is our first operation here? We check Q0. What is Q0? Q0 is 1, correct? So this is the least significant bit of the multiplier, the current bit and the previous bit, that is 0. Okay, so now the bit is, yes, it is changing from 0 to 1. What we do upon encountering 1, we subtract, right? Okay, our multiplicand is in B. So the value in B is 0 1 1 1. We also need to find B's complement, 2's complement of B. That is, how you change it? It is 1000 plus 1 is 1001. Okay, so that is 1001. When we subtract, we add this. Okay, so here we add, now as it is subtraction, we add the 2's complement of b, which is 1001. When we add, we get the same result, 01, correct? And q is the same. Q is 1011 here and q naught is 0. Okay, just to understand when we shift right, okay, easily. And the next operation we perform is shift right. When we shift right, the sign bit stays, okay, in its position. We move these 3 bits to the next place. So 1, 0, 0. And this bit is moved to the next register, 1. And these 3 bits, 1, 0, 1 will be moved right, 1, 0, 1. And this 1 will go to the next register, that is q minus 1. So the value of q minus 1 will be 1. Okay, this is our partial product 1. And the second step is, here we also decrement the value of SC. So this will become 0, 1, 1 and 3, that is equivalent to 3. And the next operation, we need to check now q naught and q minus 1. Q minus 1 is 1, q naught is also 1. So the bits are 1 and 1. Okay. So the operation we perform when they are identical, when the bits are identical, we will not add or subtract, we just perform shift operation. So shift right, when we shift right this, the sign bit as it is, and these 3 bits again shifted right. Okay, 1, 1, 0. This goes to the next register, so 0, and these 3 bits are shifted right, 1, 1, 0. This 1 moves to the next register. Okay, so q minus 1 is 1 now, q naught is 0. Okay, so we got P2. Here we decrement SC, so this becomes 0, 1, 0, 2. Okay, now the third step is check q naught and q1. What is q naught now? Q minus 1 is 1 and q naught is 0. Okay, upon encountering 0, we perform addition. So when we add, we need to add b directly, that is 0, 1, 1, 1. When we add this, we get 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, 1. And here is again 1, 0. Carry will be discarded. Okay, we get a carry, we discard that, and we shift right now, right? The next operation is, let's write the value of this register also, and q is 1 already. And the next operation we perform here is shift right. So when we shift right, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, these 3 bits here, and this 1 moves to the next position. So 1, 0, 1, 1, and the 0 moves to q minus 1. Okay, so here this is our third partial product, and we decrement SC by 1, so you get 0, 0, 1. The value of SC is 1. Now the fourth step is, again check q naught and q minus 1. Q naught is 1, q minus 1 is 0. Okay, so this is 1 and 0. Upon encountering 1, we subtract, correct? So when we subtract, for subtracting, you need to, yes, write the 2's complement. That is 1, 0, 0, 1. When you add this 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, and here it is 1, 0, 1, 1. Now perform shift right. When you shift right, 1 will stay in its position, and these 3 bits we write here 1, 0, 1. This 1 goes to the next register, so 1, and these 3 bits 1, 0, 1. This goes to q. Okay, q minus 1. It is 1. We decrement SC by 1, so it is 0. Okay, now as SC became 0, the value of SC is 0, we stop the procedure here. What is the result now? 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, the most significant bits in A register and the least significant bits in Q register. Now, how we will find the 2's complement means the decimal equivalent of this. This is a negative number. Okay, the sign bit is saying that, okay, from the sign bit, you can understand that this is a negative number. Okay, of course, our result here is negative, minus 35 should be the result. Okay, so to check it, you know, as the negative results are in 2's complement form, you just find the 2's complement again, you get the positive number. Okay, that way you can find out the decimal equivalent. How you find the 2's complement of this number? The number is, the result I'll write again, 110, 11101. Now 1's complement is 001, 00010. And when you add 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Now find the decimal equivalent. This is a 2's complement. So here it is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 3, 4, and 2 power 5. What is 2 power 5? Is 32 plus 2 plus 1. It is 35. Okay, we know that our result is negative. Okay, we have the sign bit as 1, so the result is, okay, minus 35. Okay, this is how this multiplication is performed using both multiplication on numbers in 2's complement form. So when we multiply two positive numbers, the result must be positive. If you want, we can try two positive numbers also. It was 7 and minus 5. Now let's take 7 and 5, positive 5. Okay, so the multiplicand B is 0, 1, 1, 1. And what is 5? It is 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, this is our multiplicand. And this is multiplier. Now we need to, this is Q. Okay, multiplier is in Q, that is 0, 1, 0, 1, equivalent to 5. The result here is plus 35. And we also find the complement of 2's complement of B. So B complement is, how you find it? 1, 0, invert the bits and add 1 to this, it is 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, for subtraction. So when we check this, let's take our B is 0, 1, 1, 1. And B complement, 1 minute. B complement plus 1 is 1, 0, 0, 1. So let's take Q naught, Q minus 1 here, and then A register, then Q register, that stores the multiplier, and we have Q minus 1, okay, to understand that shift right, and then SC, sequence counter. Let's initialize A to 0, and Q is the multiplier, it is 5, 0, 1, 0, 1. Q minus 1 will take, initialize to 0, and SC will take the value of n. Number of bits in the multiplier is 4. So we write 0, 1, 0, 0, that is 4. Okay, our first step is checking Q naught and Q minus 1. Q minus 1 is 0 already, and Q naught is 1. Okay, so when 1 and 0 here, changing from 0 to 1, so we subtract. For subtraction, you take the 2's complement of B and add it to A, 1, 0, 0, 1. When you add this, you get 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, our Q is 0, 1, 0, 1, and Q minus 1 is 0 here. and perform shift right. The next operation is shift right. When you shift right, this sign bit here and these 3 bits 1 0 0, this moves to the next position. So 1, the other 3 bits 0 1 0, and move this to the next register. It is 1. Okay, so second step is, and here decrement SC, it is 0 1 1, it becomes 3. And second step is now check Q0 and Q1, Q minus 1. It is 0 and 1. Upon encountering 0, you add. Okay, so we will now add B. It is 0, 1, 1, 1. When you add, you get 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Again, you can discard the carry. So this and our multiplier bits are 1, 0, 1, 0. Here is 1. Now the next operation is shift right. So when you perform shift right here, 0 and these 3 bits 0, 0, 1. We shifted it right. Now when you shift right, this goes to the next register. 1, 1, 0, 1, and this 0 here. So now Q0 is Q minus 1 is 0. Okay. Now third step. Check Q0 and Q minus 1. It is 1 and 0. Okay. Now subtract. For subtracting, we take the 2's complement, 1, 0, 0, 1. When you add, you get 1, 0, 0, 1. Correct? And Q is 1, 1, 0, 1. Just copy this and perform shift right. When you perform shift right, you get the sign bit and the 3 bits, 1, 0, 1. The 0 moves here. So 0, 1, 1, 0, this 1 here. And we didn't decrement SC. SC is here. So after second step, it becomes 0, 1, 0, 2. And after this, now we decrement it to 0, 0, 1. Okay, it is 1. So the fourth step. Now compare again Q and Q minus 1. It is 0 and 1. Upon encountering 0, we add. So add B. 0, 1, 1, 1. When you add 1, 0, again 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. Discard the carry. And it is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay. Shift right. When you perform shift right, 0, 0, 1, 0. The 0 comes here, 0, 1, 1, and 0. Okay, so this is our result. 0, 0, 1, 0 in A register and 0, 0, 1, 1 in B register. Okay, now the result, you can understand that, okay, the sign bit is 0 here. So that means the number is positive. Okay, so what is the decimal equivalent? The result I'll write here, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. It is 2 power 0, 2 power 1. Yeah, we calculated it. 32 plus 2 plus 1 is 35. Okay, so this is how Booth multiplication algorithm works. Hope this is clear now. And 2-bit by 2-bit array multiplier is used to multiply the bits directly. Okay, so when we take 2 bits, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay, so this is our multiplier. Means multiplier is taken in A register and multiplicand is taken in B register. So A0 and you know this, how this multiplication is done, correct? Each A0 is multiplied with B0, okay, B0 and B1. And A1 is again multiplied and we add the results. So same way it is implemented using AND gates. And if you see the number of AND gates used depends on the number of bits. As it is 2-bit by 2-bit, we have totally 4 bits. We need 4 AND gates, okay, to implement this. Here A0 is, what is A0? This is A0 and A1, B0 and B1. Okay, so A0 is 0, A1 is 1, B0 is 1 and B1 is 1. B1 and B0 are 1. when you perform this operation, you will get the result. If you want to check it, 0 when multiplied, when B naught multiplied with A naught, you get 0, and here also you get 0, correct? And here when A is 1, A1 is 1, so here 1 and 1 makes it 1, here again it is 1, and you will get this carry directly down, so the result here is 0, and 1 and 1, sorry, here 1 and 0, right, added. We are using an adder, half adder here. So when you add 1 and 0, you get 1, okay, and the carry is 0. When you add 1 and 0, you get 1 again with the carry 0. Okay, so it is 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, when you multiply 1, 0, it is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, that is 0. So this multiplication is implemented using AND gates. This is the 2-bit by 2-bit multiplier, array multiplier. Okay, so A has only 3 bits. Example, 1101 into 110. Okay, this is our multiplier A, and this is multiplicand B. Okay. So when A has 3 bits, A0, A1, and A2. Okay, what is A0? 0, A1 is 1, and A2 is 1 again. Correct? B0 is 1, 0, 1, 1. B0 is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, now you can see how this addition and multiplication is performed. Here it's multiplication. AND gate performs the function of multiplication. So 1 and 0 becomes 0. 1 and this 0, A0 is 0. So when A0, 0 multiplied with any number gives us 0 only. So the result of this AND gate is 0. And we take this result directly down. Okay, C0 is found. The first bit of the result. C is the resultant register here. Okay, and we have 3 bits here. How we multiply when we do it? 1101, 110. First 0 multiplied with all, that is what we got here, 0, 0, 0, 0. Correct? Now, when we multiply 1 with these 4 bits, 1 and 1 is 1. Let's write it here. And 1 and 0 is 0, 1 and 1 is 1, 1 and 1 is 1. So here, yes, this is our result of these results of these AND gates. So now this is added with these 3 bits, correct? These 3 bits are taken and added with these 3 bits, correct? Here we get 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, these 3 bits are added, and we also will have the result of these AND gates. When A2 is 1, when multiplied with B0, it gives us 1. 1 and 0 is 0, 1, 1. That is our third row here, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0, the first one, and 1, 1, 0, 0, we have it here. Okay, and 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, we have in this gate, result of this gate. Okay, so the result we get would be this 0 and 1 are added, right? So we get 1 as C1, and then 0 and 0 are added. And here if you see the number of AND gates required for this 4-bit by 3-bit multiplier is 12. Okay, 4 3s are 12. So we need 12 AND gates. Okay, so we are here for multiplying. When the multiplicand bits are 4 and multiplier is 3, to multiply and get the results, we need yes, 12 AND gates. One zero, 1 0. Okay, so this carry is 1. Here you get 0 0 1 1. It is 0. Yes, the second bit is 1, and the third bit will be the 0 and the second 0. This one, this, and the first bit of the next gate, right? So 0 plus 0 plus 1, you will have 1. Then the next would be this 0. Okay, 0 plus 1 plus 0. It is 1. Then next, here we come here, this 1 and 1 plus 1 is 1 0. So we will have the carry again here. So 1 0, 1 plus 1 is 1 0. So 0 and 1. Okay, this is the array multiplication. Okay, it's implemented this way. And any doubts in this part, what we discussed today in Booth multiplication algorithm? If you have any doubts, you can ask me.